That's it.
It was always initially here. When
Yeah.
it first started, it was only
This
a
an
drip here.
addition?
We believe this room was added on. I'm pretty
Alright.
sure that the bathroom, I don't know if this whole bathroom was here originally, because this brick does look newer than the other brick in
Looking
the
at the
house.
bulkhead here.
So it might be the bathroom was from there on. I'm not sure.
Come in here.
Yeah. When we first got here, there was an issue with this door,
Alright.
and it got so swole up we couldn't even open the door. So we had someone come here and they fixed it, and we haven't had any issues here. They patched that, and it seemed.
Right here. Water's trapping here. It's leaking right in here also, right next to the chimney. See the big gap right there? Alright, it's leaking right here and by the chimney. Right here, you just know it puddles up. With these rubber roofs, I'm not feeling this. Every time they lay these rubber roofs down, there's always a problem. We got to tear the deck up. We don't tear it up, we just got to take some boards off. But this is nice, the way they built it. But there's too much of water trapped in this area right here. I'm thinking, I don't know, it can start from up here, work its way down, go on the inside of the rubber.
Okay.
Usually when you take out the drywall, it'll show you exactly where it's leaking at.
Okay.
So we try to pinpoint it, so you know it's right here. It's right around the bathroom, right? Right in
Well,
this
actually,
area.
I think the bathroom. I think where that.
That's the
I
vent
think-
for the bathroom, right?
Yeah. So I'm assuming the leak is actually coming into the house right here. I don't know where it's starting at.
But it could trap, like in these areas right here. It could trap and run over. I mean,
Okay.
it's when the water starts here, it's flowing, and it can come in the air condition
Okay.
right around in here. If it's not sealed right, it just water will find its way in.
Okay.
But you don't want to start ripping things apart.
Yeah, we had someone come out here the other day, and they said they wanted to take the whole deck up.
Nah,
And
nah.
we actually had, when they fixed that door, they actually did pull the deck back up to about
Gonna have
right
to.
here.
Water damage. That's why the door was swelling up when it shut.
But we've had this issue basically since we lived here, so it's just getting progressively worse.
Now you own the place, right?
I'm sorry?
You guys own the place? Are you renting?
No, we own it.
Okay. Yeah, because Melissa, well, the deal is, I mean, I'm gonna really hook you guys up. I'll work you out a good deal. I mean, just for you guys being patient and waiting, and you know.
So you will start from the inside and we'll go out.
You
right?
always want to do that.
Okay.
You don't want to get into tearing up things that you're not even sure of.
Yeah.
You want to try to target it from the inside and then slowly start, you know, and like this, you know, that's supposed to be, that's a bathroom, it's an addition. You really want to bring that out somewhere else. I mean, unless it's not a big deal. That's sewage gas.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I've walked above
you
it
know,
before and smelled it. So
that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
you know,
No, the person. We don't know if it was the person that was here directly before us or the one before them who added this on. Because I'm pretty sure the person added the deck on in that back room, and I don't know if they just didn't seal it right or if they, when they put the deck on, they just punctured something. I don't know.
And that's the way it happens.
Yeah, and that's what I'm assuming what happened is that they. That's
No.
my assumption, but I don't really know.
And getting into these decks, I mean, it's simple. Go in through the wall, see where it's leaking at. It'll tell you exactly within reason. You don't want to just start tearing things up.
Okay.
So, and yeah, the way they laid the boards flat on the roof, I mean, I don't know. I would have built it up a little bit so that you could see underneath of it. So that's the way a lot of them are, and the way they just laid it on the roof, that's probably causing problems because you figure they're screwing it down.
Yeah, you don't
they
know
could have
how
screwed
far.
right
Exactly,
into
so-
it. And a lot of times they've done that.
And that's what I'm expecting. That's
it's
what I'm
only
assuming
one
is what
bite.
happened. Is when they put this on there, they did something to puncture the seal.
And you know, and it's something so simple, but yet causes a lot of damage.
And it was just a tiny little drip, you know, and then it just got so much worse. And then after all that rain the other week, that's when we got that bubble.
Yeah.
That was never there, and it sucks because we just got that bathroom refinished last year. So.
That's a pretty bathroom.
So yeah, it's been a nightmare to say the least.
So bottom line, you just want to start on the inside first. You
Okay.
wanna, yeah, just what's under here?
You can move it.
Jacuzzi?
It's just furniture.
Oh, furniture, so all this can move?
Yeah, this is not permanent.
I'm thinking it's
The only thing that's tied down.
fancy jacuzzi.
The only time anything is tied down is this. We can remove it.
All
we've actually had to already, so.
Gotcha. You know, and did they seal this up right? And is it heat resistant? You know, you just have to pay attention to all that.
Yeah, but all this stuff can be moved downstairs.
Yeah. I leave it here, but like I said, and Melissa's making this a priority, emergency.
We did just have our whole HVAC system replaced, and they put this in there, and it did get a little worse after they were done. So I don't know. That could have been like where it was going in the beginning.
Like I said, with that, where it's going in there, it's probably leaking there also. Then, strips that are unsealed, which they think that strip there, it's supposed to be sealed. You know, I see how they caulked it, but they missed holes and all. Strip edge. Check this out, Jason. Little things like this. The drip edge. The drip edge right there. See the hole? That, just something that simple. See the crack on the drip edge? See how it's puddling right here? The way they caulked it and all. So that's like little things like that. Itty bitty things.
That's all it takes. No, this has been so stressful trying to. We've had 5 or 6 people come out here and like give us estimates. One guy wanted us to take this off, and they were going to charge us like $3,000 just to move it on the ground. And the other guy wanted to tear off the whole deck, tear everything off, and replace the whole roof. And
So if I just start checking things
yeah,
out,
you can go ahead. Another thing that we also wanted you to look at, since there is a skylight right there, we've had the flashing replaced, but it's not dripping in there. But if you look inside of our bedroom, you can see water. You can see like water stains. It hasn't dripped inside the house.
right here.
Huh?
Big hole right here where water can get right in.
Okay.
Down here, it's like, you can see this is big fault. So you want to tear this out and redo it. But
Okay.
it's catching all around here.
Yeah, that luckily hasn't been
Good
dripping
job.
any water, but we can see because we just painted it and we can see the stain coming down. So.
Well, you can't see in your room. But it's just, I mean, the glass is pretty stained up, so you can't see anything.
Okay. But that's secondary to. Those were leaking as well, but we had those the flashing redone, and they've been fine since then. So.
See, this isn't what's called waterproof. Water rubber cement isn't waterproof.
Okay.
This will eventually leak. It's already cracking.
Mhm.
It sounds like hollow.
Well, when we first bought the house, when we got it inspected, they said that we can't. They're not deemed safe because we have to replaster them on the inside. So we just don't use them. We never really had a desire to. So no, we've honestly been thinking about cutting bait and leaving, moving. Like that's how bad it's been. We are really contemplating selling the house, which sucks because.
I'm looking at bad areas. I'm looking how they did this.
Uh-huh.
That's wrong. Shingles cut back. It's a little. I mean, this one. Take a look right here where I'm looking right down into the flashes.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they cut it back. It's a little bit of the house. It's a nice house.
Oh, we love it. We actually, there's a house that's for sale. We used to live on Riverside down the street, and there's a house for sale next door to where we used to rent from, and we thought about it. There's an open house next week. We're like, this issue just
Yeah.
is.
Fix this
is making us not want to do that. So yeah, it's hasn't been joyous.
I can fix anything. We'll figure it out. Like I said, you just don't want to destroy the place. You're going to go in and start cutting things out. A little bit of drywall.
Yeah, after the one guy said he wanted to take this whole thing up, and I was like, you take this whole thing up, you're not going to be able to put it back.
Nah.
It's going to be junk, and this is like one of the main reasons why we bought the place is because of this deck. So
Nah, you'll work around it. If we could, you know, we might have to cut into some deck.
That's
maybe
what I figured was
piece
the
of
easiest
board
way.
in, if you want to work it that way. Trying to work with everyone's budget. I mean, you don't want to just start ripping things up. Go inside first, cut out the drywall. It'll show you exactly where it's leaking. I'm seeing red flags all over. You know, I'm automatically questioning that heat unit, but that's only because of where it's going in. You know, the lines are. So it's only, you know, this gets expensive. I'm willing to work with your budget. You're going through a rough time. I just know what you're going through. I'm looking at this main support right here. You know, it's right there. They put the unit sitting right here. I've seen leaks start on this side and work their way over to this side. You just want to take a little bit out of the time.
okay.
So, and that'll tell you.
I mean, it needs to come out anyways because it's already damaged. So
Yeah, so you're probably about to pull the toilet cabinet. You know, a little bit of trim. Figure the water's running down inside the wall. So this is built on a, I guess, a platform. So have to check.
I actually have. I could probably because when they did the bathroom, they took out everything. And I actually still have pictures of it if it'll help.
You just dig, take it out easy until there's no more mold or water damage or anything. So and then you just, let's hope it didn't run down into the wall. How bad is it? How long has it been going on? You know, the insulation can hold it back, and all of a sudden it just break loose.
And I think that's probably what happened because, like I said, it would downpour and we would get maybe a drip or two, and it was no big deal. But then after that snowstorm, things really opened up.
All right. Well, is it all right if I look in this?
Yeah,
closet?
sure. Down the chimneys.
That's where I was saying. Gotcha.
And if you look up there, that's you can see the water stains.
Yeah, and they have a drip edge that right there and back. It just overhangs. There's nothing sealed, and it's like that far away from the skylight. So it's just sitting there, and that's why it's coming in mostly in the back. That's why when I reached up underneath of it, I put all my fingers up underneath of the drip edge. There's a drip edge on it. I really like this place. This place looks tough. Very nice. Yeah, I think.
That was done.
And you see the
Probably.
wood trapping up top a little bit. And this is panel, right? This is paneling. It's not drywall, right? This is drywall, this is panel. So they changed all this, but they left this. They're getting drywall.
I don't know.
Panel holds up more when it's leaking.
That was here before we got
drywall.
here, so I don't know what they did.
Right.
And I don't know how long that's been here either, because, like I said, this was a short stay.
See, all this little stuff means so much about leaking on the inside. See that right there? Big crack going in there. Water settles in here, puddles up a little bit. All that. We're going to do all that, dig all that out, redo that. Usually I do the crack repair on the outside for free if I'm doing a roof job or whatever, just to make sure that the house is secure. Usually when they do things like this, the basement's leaking. This is one of the proper ways of doing it, but you got to make sure that every little crack is filled right. And you could tell that's why they did it, because the basement was leaking over a period of time. This house is classy. I like it. Very nice. Areas right there. See where the downspouts coming out the side of the wall over there also. Where there's a hole like this in the wall. So we want to do all crack repair on that. Both chimneys are leaking, especially the front one here. All crack repair on it. Hey, brother. So to make a long story short, yeah, I told him we'll just work with his budget, hook him up.